In 3, 2, 1, you're on, Mr. President.
My fellow Americans, Nancy and I would like to welcome you all to another edition of High Frontier Theater featuring the Peace Through Strength Players. This morning's episode, The Empire Strikes Out. Fellas?
Once upon a time...
Thank you, sir.
Once upon a time...
He is the president.
Will you be quiet? Now, once upon a time, there was a land called America, an idyllic land of tax breaks and lots of big grossing summer movies. People everywhere were much better off than they had been 7 years earlier. Now, in the heart of America, lived a freckle-faced lad named Jim.
I'm home from computer camp, Mom.
And his sister, Sally.
I'm home from the mall, Mom.
Now, Jim and Sally lived with their hard-working parents, Larry.
I told you to stuff the towel under the door.
And Marge.
I don't... Do you think they'll turn us on?
In.
In.
Turn us in.
Turn us in.
There you go. Better lose the drug reference, fellas.
It's a live TV show, sir. It's live.
It's radio or TV?
Oh, it's live radio.
But it's live, and that's the important thing, so it's already over the airwaves. I'm sorry, Mommy.
Well, what drug reference?
Are you kidding? You did it.
There's no
come on, Tom. Now, Larry and Marge lived in a big house with oak floors and exposed brick walls. It was a nice house, a very nice house. Except that in their living room, there was an enormous window of vulnerability. Very good, sir. Sally and Jim's parents warned them that they must never, ever open the window, lest they let in the forces of the evil empire. But one day, Sally and Jim found themselves alone in the house.
Hey, Sally,
said Jim.
Hey, let's open the window of vulnerability. No one will ever know if we just open the window of vulnerability. No, we mustn't. Come on, open the window of vulnerability. No, we mustn't.
But Sally was too late. You see, well, Jim had already thrown open the window. And the script says it's your line. You see, I got a little carried.
Jim threw open the window, and there, as far as the eye could see, was affordable waterfront property. And frolicking on it were two children, Ivan.
Hey!
And Tanya.
Who?
They waved to Sally and Jim.
Comrades, come play with us. It's perfectly safe.
It's
perfectly safe,
said Ivan,
lying through his teeth.
Unfortunately, the two children believed him. They scampered through the window, and whereupon, in a wink of an eye, they were set upon by agents, godless agents, of darkness.
Help! Don't do that! Don't touch me! Help, please! Help!
You know, all these cries of help and so on remind me of back when I was a lad working as a lifeguard, and the
agents of darkness who charged them with espionage and dragged them off to the evil empire. Meanwhile, Sally and Jim's parents returned from aerobic class.
Sally, Jim, we're home. Oh, my God, Marge. The window of vulnerability, it's open.
And in an instant, they knew what had happened.
Our children have been taken hostage on trumped-up charges. They're all trumped-up charges.
They decided to seek help. They went to the great communicator.
At first, our pleas fell on deaf ears.
What? Did you say something?
We said, will you help save our children?
Well.
We're doing everything we can.
We're doing everything we can.
But the great communicator knew that wasn't enough. So he decided to take to the airwaves.
Very good, Nancy. My fellow Americans, I come to you this morning with a problem. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, gosh, is there a military solution? Well, yes, there is. Today, I have asked Congress to deploy an anti-missile, space-based, missile-launched defense weapons system that... Oh, I mean a peace shield.
A what?
He said he meant a peace shield.
That's it. A peace shield.
A peace shield.
Oh, that peace shield.
That peace shield. The peace shield. That's what he meant. Now, within seconds, thanks to stolen technology, the news reached the evil emperor's castle.
Well, fuck!
Cried the emperor.
This great communicator is turning into a noble candidate!
Nobel candidate.
Why must he always negotiate from a position of strength? Arrange a summit. Make critical concessions. I know, exchange the children for one of our spies.
Well, you know, it really wasn't an exchange at all. No, that Soviet spy just happened to be flying home on normal rotation the same day that Sally and Jim were released unconditionally.
Later, at the summit, the two former hostages were welcomed at the White House by the great communicator with these words.
Sally, Jim, never forget. Never forget, next time, just say no.
Price of gold in London is higher than yesterday's closing in New York. The dollar closed lower against the yen. It is higher.
So, I do have my regrets on this, as I've said. But because of security reasons, I don't get much of a chance to come or go to church anymore. So, I try to honor God in other ways. I vote Republican. I donate literally hundreds of dollars each year to charity, and I watch television. Amen.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. We do appreciate that special message, don't we? We're running a little late, so let's go right to the musical portion of our program, shall we?